So we're driving along Dice Drive, heading towards the TECA site. You'll see signs for TECA. Once you turn in to the main site, you'll be able to see P&J Live from the road. We're heading for the Sub-T car park. Mass vaccination sign, Sub-T sign here, so really simple. You're heading down to the underground car park, which is the Sub-T. That's us just coming down the ramp to the Sub-T car park. And when we get into the car park, we just head right to the very bottom because that's where the main entrance to P&J Live is. That's us parked up. So before we leave the car, we need to make sure you've got your face mask on. You also need to make sure you've got your appointment with you. And that's it. Everything's taken care of when you get inside. So once you get out of your car, you'll see it's loads of signage around. So you just head for the main entrance. Obviously observing social distancing all the time. You'll see there's plenty of staff here to meet and greet us. Make sure we're heading in the right direction. There's also a queuing system should it get really busy. But right now it's obviously nice and quiet, so we can walk straight in. Lots of opportunity for hand sanitizing. This is the main entrance here. As you can see, there's a ingress and egress, so no crossover of people. And then we just head straight in. Just sanitize as we arrive. So we've got a few options. We can obviously use the lift, stairs or escalator, but today we'll take the escalators up. Hi! This just takes us into the main building. If you're travelling to the mass vaccination by bus or on foot, you'll come in via the main piazza entrance. You'll see the vaccination centre signage clearly from the piazza. Lots of staff around to greet you and tell you where to go. And here we are, this is the mass vaccination centre, so we just have to head over here into the queuing system. So depending on how busy it is, obviously you'd have to wait for your turn, but always maintaining 2 metre social distancing. So just heading in now to the mass vaccination centre. We're not going to queue today, but for the purposes of the film, just to let you know how it all works. Morning. So what happens is we approach the desk and this administrator here will check us in, take all our details, and then we'll be shown to our booth. Morning. Good morning, Chloe. Thank you. So Chloe is going to ask me a set of questions, medically related. It's probably going to take about 5 minutes overall in the booth. And obviously, once we've asked all the questions and I've answered all the questions, you're going to vaccinate me, and then we're going to be shown over to the waiting area. Thanks, Chloe. So once you're vaccinated, this is the important part. You have to be seated for 15 minutes and observed by the medical staff, just to make sure that there's no complications. Obviously, there's a team on hand if anything should go wrong, if you have any allergic reactions. But generally, you're not allowed to drive after you've had the vaccination for 15 minutes. So it's a nice, safe place for us to wait down here. And we can just be comfortable here for 15 minutes until our time's up. Okay, so once your 15 minutes is up and the nurse has cleared you to go, you can now exit the hall, following the signage, always maintaining social distancing throughout the whole journey. That's the end of the tour inside P&J Live. So now we can head down to the car park and we can just leave the building. One last hand sanitize before we go back into the car. That's the end of our tour of the Mass Vaccination Centre here at P&J Live. We look forward to welcoming you to the venue for your appointment very soon.